Money FM 89.3. Best of Friday Night Live. Friday Night Fibbing.
Hello, folks. Yes, it is that time again.
How's it going?
6 out of 6. No, 6.
Six?
6 out of 6.
There's
6
out of
6 all.
I'll
6
take
all.
6 out of 6, Neil.
Yeah, it's 6 all.
Okay.
In Friday Night Fibbing. You know what
Right.
to do. Every week, one of us tells a story.
Yep.
And the other one has to guess if it's true.
Yep.
Or if it's Friday
Neil,
night.
we don't
Fibbing.
even have to keep track of the scores because James has already texted us and said that the FNF results Friday Night Fibbing.
I got it. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I had
just
to
thinking,
clarify.
Where is he going with that? F and what?
I had to clarify because it sounded weird the moment I said
F and F.
The FNF. Friday Night
I like that.
Fibbing.
FNF.
Yeah. Hang on, careful with that.
Okay, go on, fine.
Neil 6, Dan 6. I like that.
Yes.
Well, it's about to be Neil 6, Dan 7.
Well, let's see, shall we?
In your face,
Let's
Neil.
see, shall we?
Yeah.
Because my story
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Oh.
Because all week, I'll just set it up.
Okay.
Right. First, you've got to WhatsApp the number, 88550893. You interrogate me along with Dan.
Yep.
Throw me some questions, some queries, whatever. This is my story,
Yes, Neil.
my statement.
Yeah.
I, Neil Humphreys, once caused a minor security alarm when I stepped on the foot of the Singapore president.
Huh?
Yes, I, Neil Humphreys, once caused a minor security alarm, a fracas, if you will, when I stepped on the foot of the Singapore president.
Okay. You know, here's the thing, right?
Here's the thing.
Neil has this thing where he exaggerates a certain situation in a way where it actually did happen in his mind, you know, the step. But it could have been just like a little tap.
I'm just telling
Right?
I just said
and he saw it as that.
I'll do it again. I, Neil Humphreys, once caused a minor security alarm. I said
Yeah.
minor.
Yeah.
When I stepped on the foot
Yes.
of the Singapore president.
Okay, James told me to look at your expression. I'm looking straight at him in the eyes, okay?
See, that means James doesn't know.
James.
Because James is normally yes or no straight away.
It's impossible. You look at his face, it says everything.
I'm just pulling faces. Are you going to ask me any questions? Or
Okay, who is this president?
what? Right. Well, you see, what happened was...
I asked who the president was.
No, I'm telling
okay,
you.
Okay, paint the story.
I'll tell you the story.
All right,
So
all right.
this week, I was desperately trying to do a story on Donald Trump because all the news is Donald Trump.
Yeah, you should have done one.
And I thought, he
Yeah.
knows I haven't met Donald Trump. If if I'd have said any story involving Donald Trump,
Yeah.
he would know it was a lie. Right? So
Yeah.
I thought, but I want to do presidents.
Okay.
And then I thought, tariffs. I don't know anything about tariffs.
Yeah,
I don't know any
okay.
stories about taxes.
Okay.
I have met Hillary Clinton,
Oh.
but she never became president, so I didn't
Yeah.
do that. And I have met British prime ministers, and I've also met, I don't want to brag, Singapore presidents.
Okay, we get it. So go on with the story, Neil.
Right. So I got thinking, my best Singapore president story.
Yeah.
I've got more than one.
Okay.
And then I remembered
yeah.
Fort Canning,
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
Fort Canning.
Okay.
Picture the scene.
Yeah.
Lots of dignitaries.
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Just before COVID.
That was correct. Halimah Yacob?
Yes, I'm going to get
Yeah.
to it. Lots of VIPs turned up for the bicentennial Singapore experience. You remember that at Fort Canning? It was a massive thing for a whole year.
Sounds familiar.
Celebrating 700 years
Yes.
of Singapore's history, right?
Yes.
Because it was also the anniversary of 1819, 2019,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
So they had this big interactive exhibition. It was
Yeah.
at Fort Canning. Everybody remembers it. I went to it several times. It was brilliant. And it was organised, I think, by NLB.
Okay.
I was in the VIP opening night, whatever, right? By accident. It wasn't meant to be this way. And you know
Okay.
they give you, what do they give you?
Yeah,
Those-
special tags, you
Right.
know, to
And
make sure
and
that you are noticed as a VIP.
No, I genuinely think it was an accident. They
Yeah.
were giving out stickers, 1, 2, 3 for
Okay.
different groups.
Yeah.
I think it was an accident that I
Yeah.
was put in the President Halimah Yacob's group
Yeah.
with the dignitaries, the NLB bosses,
Yeah.
NAC bosses,
Yeah.
whatever, and her security detail.
Yeah.
So we were going around this tour.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, they had a very darkened, and our listeners will remember, they had this very darkened room, which they, did you go to it, 2019?
No, I don't think
It was
I went
amazing.
for it.
a very darkened room to depict or reenact the Suk Ching massacre. You know Suk Ching, right? Right. So I'm in there. I'm very conscious of my height. Even last week on the cruise ship, when you're watching the shows or when I go to the cinema, I always try to crouch or duck down because I'm a selfless guy, Dan. People always say, Neil Humphreys, he's a selfless guy.
Sure. Who are the sources, Neil?
There goes Neil
Humphreys.
Where
did you
get
that from?
They say, there goes Neil Humphreys, he's a selfless guy.
I'd like to know where the sources came from.
As I walk around stooping. That's why I have a bad back. Because I'm always stooping for my fellow Singapore residents.
Yes.
So I was at this exhibition, Suk Ching, and I realized I was near the front. And I'm blocking people from behind. So I edge my way backwards. And it's dark. Very dark. And then I feel something against my foot. And I realize, I've stepped on someone's toes. I turn around to apologize, and I feel someone else's arm on my elbow. And I'm thinking, that's a bit much. And I turned around, and then I'm looking straight at Halima Yacob, our president at that time. Now, bear in mind, she's not very tall.
It can't be true. I mean,
so I was looking down at Halima Yacob, right?
You would be like staring down at her like that.
She's not particularly tall. She's quite diminutive.
I mean, you were really, really tall
and
yourself.
I'm really, really tall. And then the security guys rushed over. Or maybe they didn't rush over. They lightly walked over. And they kind of did that really clever thing they do where they're not rude, they're not aggressive, but they just usher me out of the way.
So it's usually like the hand signal and they guide you along.
And he gently put his hand on my elbow and he gently said, get out the way, without saying.
So in a dark room, somehow, they noticed that you stepped on a foot. Even before she said anything.
Well, I nearly broke her toes. No, I didn't. But so I stepped on the president of Singapore's toes and the security made me get out of the way. And then what happened next? And then I kept shrinking out the way. And then for the rest of the trip, I made sure I was always behind Halima Yacob. But at the same time, not being too close, because if you were going to do something, you would go from behind. So I had to keep pretending I was quite a long way away from our wonderful president, Halima Yacob, who is one of my favourite presidents of Singapore.
She's a sweet.
She's a sweetheart. Putting it out there. So yes, I said sorry. I kept out of the way.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything. I mean, it was no big deal.
So she didn't acknowledge you at all.
What do you think she's going to say? Hello, Neil. Lovely to see you again. Get off my foot. No, she was far too polite. She was engrossed, Dan, she was.
So she didn't even notice you stepping on the foot.
She probably thought, there goes Neil Humphreys. What a selfless guy. That's what she probably said. She said she saw him. She saw him moving away from the people, knowing he's so tall.
Have we got a new segment here?
Yeah, Neil, the selfless guy.
What a selfless guy.
So her and the security detail, I mean, you're an NS guy. I don't know what their actual detail is called or if they have whatever they're called. But are they trained? How does that work, by the way? Are they trained through NS, the president's detail, and then they get...
No, I don't think it's through NS. I think it's a separate thing altogether. But
they must pick out the good guys in NS, do they? And they put them in security or special...
Well, I mean, based on my experience, the NS guy normally would just be patrolling the outskirts of the area. I don't think they'll go into such close proximity with the president. But you wouldn't specialize
in security detail as a vocation.
But I think that's a completely different... I don't think it's tagged to NS
Well, I never got a chance to ask them because I was being so selfless, standing out of the way. So there you go. That's my story.
All right. Okay, people, 88550893. I need help here because Neil apparently said that he stepped on our very own president back in 2019.
Her foot. No, I didn't step on the president. I'm not 25 feet tall.
He stepped on the president's foot.
Yes.
At a... What's it? What event was it again?
It was at the what was it
Bicentennial?
Called? The Bicentennial experience that was at Fort Canning.
That was back in 2019.
Okay. I can't remember the exact month, but I think it was halfway through the year.
Okay, now I'm torn, between two responses because on one hand...
There's only two you can have. It's true or false.
Yeah. So on one hand, James said that it's a darkened room. It's possible that you stepped on something.
He's a smart man,
it sounds convincing.
He's a smart man.
James, Neil does that best.
But James is never wrong.
He convinces people as much as he can.
James is never wrong.
And you have to remember, right? I mean, he's got the best-selling author for a reason. He's supposed to sound convincing, even though he writes non-fiction books.
And non-fiction.
Yeah, but mainly fictional.
I'm 50-50.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Some people say my fiction is non-fiction and my non-fiction is fiction.
That is very true.
Right.
Okay, and on the other hand, we've got Fu Chiren, who said, don't waste time listening to this old man's story. It's an absolute fib. Neil never said this before in the past 6 years. If he did so, he would have trumpeted it shamelessly in his books, shows, and social media.
Trumpeted.
Yeah.
See what he did there? Trump. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. A good way to bring it back to Trump.
So, well,
okay, Neil,
our listeners know best.
I'll be frank, okay?
You'll be frank.
I am leaning towards telling the truth because this seems like a very harmless, wholesome of sorts.
They're all wholesome story.
It's not as crazy as the stories that you did before.
No.
And I think
that's why it's so clever.
Yeah, that's why it's clever because then I feel that you might be tricking me into saying that it is true. But what if it's a double bluff that, you know, it could have been false because it's too simple of a story to be true.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that maybe you might have seen her, but I don't know so much about you being in such close proximity or the bodyguards to allow her to be in such close proximity to the people to allow it to happen. So we did agree that there are no lies in between, yeah? So if you were there with her...
This story is completely true.
Yeah? Okay. Oh, man. Okay, Tek Chong says... False. Don't think Neil would backface a president. Oh, that is a loophole. He got that, Tek Chong. Very good. And Neil is getting nervous here. But he might be playing me as well. I'm trying to be very analytical.
I'm not doing anything.
But I gotta say, he looked a little bit nervous for the second when I said that he would never backface a president.
I'm not doing anything.
But that is very true, though. I think you didn't think about that.
You see, this is the fun part of this game. You go round and round and round.
His face is turning red.
I need an answer.
Man, okay, you know what, people? I've made a decision. I think that it was true that he was there at the event. And I think it's true that he did see or saw Halimah Yacob. But I don't think that she'll be put in a position where, at least, you know, with the bodyguards around, she would be put in a position where you would be in such close proximity to her. And I think you'll be smart enough, knowing the person that you are, to watch your surroundings and be aware of who's around you. So for that reason, I'm going to go with Friday Night Fibbing.
Dan.
Yeah.
The score is now 7-6 to me.
No!
Listen to James. Listen to James. It was 100% true. It was a packed room, a crowded room. It's not like I stepped back 10 yards. I just stepped back a couple of steps.
Now.
I just glanced her foot, turned around, apologized, and the security, very politely, very friendly, just ushered me away, understandably.
What?
It was 100% true.
Okay, James did say then, you see. Yes, I take that L, James. Oh, my goodness.
Great story. Great president.
Yeah.
Great results. Another winning episode of Friday Night Fibbing for Neil Humphreys.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.